Hello, my name is Prime, and welcome back to ATS Showcases, and also, welcome to the newly reworked San Francisco. So today we're gonna haul some lemonade from here in San Francisco. We're gonna head up to Sacramento, an area that has been reworked in the past. However, I wanted to check out the lower region of San Francisco in particular, and also cross the world-famous Golden Gate Bridge. And hauling that lemonade today, we're gonna be driving this Kenworth T680 Next-Gen truck, along with our ownable double trailers, a nice combination, and one that I think will get the job done nicely. So without further ado, let's get the truck started up and get on the road. Now I should note that as I am recording this video on the 1.50 experimental beta here for ATS, I am not using any mods within this video, so everything you hear and see is American Truck Simulator through and through. So let's go ahead and get rolling. Hopefully everyone's doing well. I certainly am. Great to be here in San Francisco in the California rework section. Obviously, if you haven't seen my very first look at the 1.50 experimental beta for ATS, I would highly recommend you checking out that video. And I should also mention thank you to everyone who has been supporting the channel, and particularly that first look video on 1.50. Fantastic to see the engagement on that video, and I'm glad everyone enjoyed it, along with the beta for those who have joined in with it. And I had to come to San Francisco today. I mean, there is no surprise that this is a very, very popular area of the California rework. In many ways, the flagship area, the Bay Area indeed, of the California rework phase that came in was 1.50. So I figured, you know what? First video, we went through the two new cities. Today, we are going into San Francisco, and, well, what better place to be driving than the famous hilly streets here through San Francisco themselves. And actually, we'll see if we can, maybe in a clearing with the buildings, possibly see the skyscrapers. Jam on the brakes. Yeah, you can start to see them a little bit out to our right-hand side over there. The more dense area is over there, and there are some cargo points available on that section. So for those who may be driving over there, or at least want to potentially drive over there and get some cargo, depending on where the particular location is that you're picking up from, you may get to drive between some skyscrapers. I wanted to do that today. However, the delivery I chose to go to Sacramento here, that actually could go across the Golden Gate Bridge. I had to make a bit of an executive decision there, but we're starting in a really cool place nonetheless. And as we get on to what should be, well, at least approaching the main boulevard, there we go, for the Golden Gate Bridge that we can see in the distance there. It is absolutely fantastic to be viewing this area. It is so lovely. The detail around this area is absolutely insane. Comparing what it was before, insane. Completely insane, and I'm so happy to be driving here within it. Now, we've had a little bit of news besides the whole experimental beta realm of things, because I know a lot of you have been enjoying the beta. I certainly have been as well. However, we've had a little bit more news on Nebraska, the Nebraska DLC that will be coming to ATS, well, hopefully very, very shortly. And from what we can tell, also based off of what's in the map of the 1.50 experimental beta, for those who have a keen eye, you may know that the Nebraska DLC is grayed in, and in some cases actually named as well. At least that is, as of recording this video, it is the case. So that is very exciting, and obviously it should be no surprise for those who have been following the game for quite some time that Nebraska is just around the corner now, and it is in the latter stages, and that was in many ways confirmed by the wonderful official gameplay video that was released not too long ago. So that was very, very nice to well, see that video, and I did a Prime News summary basically on it, mainly just talking about how good it looks and showcasing a few sections from it, just so you can see the diverse, well, I say diverse scenery. In many cases, Nebraska, given its geographical location, is quite flat, but there are some wonderful rolling hills that go along with it, so that gives it some interest. And there are some really cool rock formations as well. I'm not trying to rat on the kind of the geological formations, but it is a little bit more on the flat side. However, it was still really cool to see what we can kind of expect here with the Nebraska DLC coming up, and well, that is on its way, and it looking very, very good indeed. I'm really excited about that. And the official gameplay videos are normally, oh, I think it's not liking the lines here. Give me 1 second. I'm turning this off. I forgot to do that after recording the first look video, so that is my bad, but at least we can go along here in a truck that doesn't at least beep at us every single time we drive around here, because I am maybe not the most smooth with my motions in the truck, shall we say. But I must say, oh, look, we're playing over here as well. Wonderful scenery here across the Golden Gate Bridge, and thank goodness it happens to be a clear day here in California as well. No more permafog. No more permafog around here in California. It is fantastic to be able to see the beautiful, beautiful scenery that is the game. You can see the San Francisco and Bay Area skyline just over the truck there. Wonderful indeed to be able to see that without having this haze constantly, or dense haze, I should say, of the fog that used to always plague this area. It is fantastic to see that not exist. However, Nebraska in the official video, normally, going off of the numerous DLC releases in the past, map expansions to be more specific, they have the official gameplay video, either one or two of them, depending on what STS Software decides to do, basically. They are generally one of the, or among, I should say, the last blog posts to go out, and they definitely are towards the end of the development cycle, that is for sure. So for this particular video went from Valentine to North Platte, if I do remember correctly, and it showed off some really nice scenery, as I mentioned. Mainly flat with rolling hills, but that is also what you should come to expect with Nebraska DLC. I don't want to throw it out there. You're most likely not going to see, well, that, which you have to expect because this is California after all, and not, well, or we're going to be in Nebraska and not California after all, so some pretty significant changes geographically. But it is really, really nice to see Nebraska coming along, and I'm very excited to be able to, well, hopefully get my hands on it quite soon. We'll have to see on that one, but I will certainly be doing, I'll be certainly covering the Nebraska DLC, most certainly, so whenever it releases, better believe that I will be creating content on it. So keep an eye out here for my first look video. If you're on the fence about picking it up, you can check it out here first and then decide if you'd like to purchase it or not. But I know a lot of you are very, very excited to get the state. It is a very good state for that, or for that matter. And actually, do I have to go right here? I think we do. Yes, we do. We do have to go over here. Makes sense because we are going to Sacramento, so we do have to head east at the end of the day, so that does make some sense. Now, as we get out here, and actually even where we're driving right now, we are kind of getting out of where the reworked section of California that came in was 1.50 kind of exists. So unfortunately for today's video, the main focus was driving through San Francisco in terms of 1.50 beta. However, I'm still in the beta here, and there's a bunch of features that will still exist. However, we are getting into the previous phase of California rework. However, it is still up to what I would say very, very comparable quality in terms of what came in was 1.50. So I haven't even noticed really a transition point, to be honest, and that is a good thing because that is what we like to see here from STS Software and what we come to know as well, because it is absolutely fantastic, the quality of these reworks. And I must say, I am always just a big fan of these reworks. I'm not trying to be biased or anything, because I know a lot of you will know that I often get things sent to me from STS Software to review and certain things like that, but it is all obviously all from my opinion on things, and also for me to show it off a little bit as well. But in full transparency, I am prone to, you know, definitely, well, okay, I'll put it this way. I will gently sugarcoat things at times, but I will also be a little bit blunt and definitely honest through and through and say if things are a little bit of a disappointment, really good, or somewhere in the middle. And I must say that these reworks are always something that I look forward to, and sometimes you could say, well, maybe there's not enough content that came in with it, or maybe some things kind of got overlooked and so on. Completely fair. However, you have to keep in mind that for the sake of California, they are going through rebuilding from the ground up in 99% of the areas, the entire state, albeit in phases, but completely free. There is no extra DLC, nothing. It is just part of the updates. Any owner of the game, or anyone who even doesn't own the game as of yet. What in the world is going on here? Just everyone going really slow? That is lovely stuff, traffic. California traffic. Should I expect any different? Now, it dinged at me because I put my indicator on and there was a truck in my blind spot, but we're gonna head over here. Truck, thank you there, Volvo, for doing that for me, getting out of the way. Now, dead stop. Oh, there's actually a train coming through. Well, okay. Where's the train coming from? Not that direction. There's the train. Now, that Explorer got very close to the... actually, they're just right at the line. Well, that's fine then. I was going to say they got mighty close to the line there. So, they're going to be rumbling out of their boots, though, right there. Really close to the freight train. Now, fortunately for them, they're not very long here in the game. Oh, look at that. Like, 6... How many cars? 6 cars? Yeah, 6 cars by the looks of it. Well, 7 including the train. Not very long freight trains here at ATS. Now, I do believe there's actually a mod out there that creates more realistic lengths freight trains. I may have to look into that, actually, because, well, newsflash for anyone who may not know about North American trains, especially freight trains, most of them are extremely long. We are talking miles, at times long. They are absolutely ginormous, and that's, well, good for the sake of hauling goods or bulk goods around. However, maybe not so good if you are, well, that Explorer sitting right there, and even me sitting there just 1 car back, because and getting there just as the gates close, because in real life you can sit there for a long time waiting for a train to go through, and it's just one of those things. But at least here in ATS it's a little bit of a flash, shall we say. But I should check out that mod. I do know it's quite popular actually on the Steam Workshop, or at least as far as I know it was. So we'll have to check that one out, because that would make things a little bit more realistic along the way. However, when am I always realistic? Let's be fair. That's not generally something that I can say I'm, well, good at doing very consistently. Most days are quite good. I must say, and I know a lot of you do appreciate what I at least try to do with these showcases. However, it's not the most realistic series in the world, because I am not concerned about cash whatsoever. That is not the point of it. The point is to show off some stuff, do some different things, and have some fun along the way. We are an American Truck Simulator after all. It is a video game, so although it can be very realistic, and I do try to play it realistically, generally speaking, you gotta have some fun along the way too. Can't just be all while stuck in our other ways of, it's real life, you gotta do this and that. You'd be in so much trouble if you didn't do this, or if you did that in real life. Well, no duh, I'd be really in trouble if I did certain things in real life I do in this game. But that defeats some of the point now, doesn't it? So it's the way it is. It's the way it is. Everyone's got their opinion on how they like to play simulators. I gotta balance the line here, people, because I'm doing this for, well, thousands of people at the end of the day, and I've got to try and walk the line, do mostly what I enjoy doing, and fortunately, it seems like a lot of you enjoy it as well, and it's quite evident with how things have been going around here on the channel. I know I mention it a lot, but it's not because of me trying to promote in a way that's not saying, hey, subscribe and like or something like that. I don't like doing that. It's a way of me generally trying to say thank you. It is not something I ever thought, to be honest, way back when I started this channel, that it would actually ever develop into something that, well, actually makes some, in full transparency, money for me to be able to mainly right now reinvest into the channel to try and upgrade things. That has been something that I've been doing a lot of, and it has also opened up so many opportunities, ones that are just around the corner here as well, for me to do. For me to cover many different things. I am very, very grateful. So whenever I say thank you and stuff like that, it's not a... I hope it doesn't come across as a almost like a marketing tactic. It is definitely not. It is a normal person who is really enjoying what they do, thanking the people who make it possible. So I, once again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for all the support. The growth is insane. I never thought in a million years that I'd be seeing times where the channel is growing at astronomical rates in my eyes. I know some will have a different opinion on that, but in my eyes at a very great rate, with an amazing community of people that are always engaging with videos, right on the ball when videos get posted, whenever they get posted, because my upload schedule is out the window pretty much, but that's fine. That's the way you all seem to enjoy it, so that's good, I guess. It's a little quite dynamic, shall we say. It's dynamic. It's purposefully dynamic. Not really. Point is, always so attentive with videos, always giving great feedback, recommendations, such a kind community as well. I can't ask for more. Honestly, cannot ask for more. And if I can enjoy playing the games while sharing it with people who are genuine, great people along the way, I've made it right, and I certainly have done that here around the channel. So I thank you all so much for that. So as we pull into our delivery point here at the Walmart, the good old knockoff Walmart here of American Truck Simulator. Nice pull straight in delivery, which I tend to enjoy with these double trailers. I was going to do a single trailer so I could actually reverse it today. However, oh, I missed it. Talking about the easy parking, and I just drive right through it. I gotta love it. That is a typical Prime move right there. Let's go ahead and shut off the truck. Beautiful stuff indeed. Thank you all once again so much for watching and supporting the channel. It has been a fantastic journey thus far, and we're only getting started, folks. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.